Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this. They're doing it for a child. They want to be able to print it out. And I don't know sometimes, but then I got to think I was there one day. You know, a lot of people would think that would be the hardest thing to create. That would be one of the easiest things to create. So we're just going to make this thing from scratch. I've already got on the internet and got a hand. I just typed in hand and came up and it traced really good. We're going to take an ellipse and we're going to click on this and we're going to go to 90 degrees. Oh, no, excuse me, 180 degrees. And we're going to draw an ellipse holding down our control button. I'm going to go ahead and flip it. I'm going to go to object and convert it to a curve. I'm going to select, let me zoom in here. I'm going to select these three nodes, only don't need that one. Right click and break apart, get your virtual segment delete key and delete that. Now let's bring this, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this bigger. I'm going to bring in my ellipse and see if I'm about the right size. And I'm pretty close. I'm going to maybe make it maybe a little bit squished up more. And then I'm going to make it a certain point. Let's make it 3 points. That's not thick enough. 10 points. That's probably about right. Then hit F12 at your keyboard because it is still a line and use round end caps. Now we're a little bit big. Let's go ahead and make it black so we can see it better. And let's make it a little bit smaller. That's pretty perfect. There's your, maybe the hardest thing to draw. You're going to have to draw the hands for the arms by hand. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take this image, and even though it isn't traced, we can still use the transparency docker. And we're going to draw a square starting up here, holding down the, control button so it's perfectly square. Get it to right there. Let's go ahead and put on our eyes, basically. And then if you hold down the control button, it'll be on that same plane. The rest, we need to draw a line. There's several ways you could do this. I think this might be the best way. 2-point line, and make sure you go from the edge, holding down the control button so it'll be perfect. And you could make nodes and bump that up, but let's just use a 3-sided polygon, which is a triangle. Put it in there. Man, I got pretty dead on. You want to make sure it's either touching that line or below that line. You know what? I'm going to set my nudge factor on like 0.01, and I'm going to nudge it instead of moving. .01. And then I'm going to hit the plus key, and I'm just going to nudge it over real quick. If you hold down the shift keys, it'll nudge faster. I want it on that same line. I wasn't looking. I'm hitting my arrow keys, and we can fix all that at one time. This looks like a T, but let's don't use a T. Let's go here. Control D, make a duplicate, rotate it 90 degrees. And as long as we get our 4-sided cross, it'll go down. Well, I use the 2-sided. You need the 4. Now I'm going to go ahead and just fix this real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and just use the Smart Fill tool. I'm not caring about the color right now. My nudge factor is still pretty low. If you hold down the shift key, it'll go faster. And I'm going to left click, right click. Legs, same thing. Exactly the same. And I like doing things equal, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the shoe. And the shoe is this. It's still a square. Go right up here and have your ratio unlocked. And let's put like 0.5. Look at that. I'm going to get over here. I'm going to group these two together. I do want those things separated because we're going to color them in. I'm going to Control D, then mirror it. And you could use the control button. I'm using the arrow key and holding down the shift key. I mean, how easy could this be? Now the hands look like they don't have all the fingers, but I'm going to go ahead and use human looking hands. Make sure you go from node to node. Get your 3-point curve line. Make sure you're on that edge. And if you want, the hands aren't the same. So let's just make sure you go to that line. If you don't, you can always move it with the shape tool later. Now, I trace that hand. I'm going to go ahead and left click, right click. Then I'm going to bring one close. Then I'm going to reduce it in size. And then I'm going to rotate it. And it, if it has to be perfect, then just take more time. I'm going to hit the plus key. Go ahead and mirror it. And put that one over here. Make sure that it's touching those lines. So this one's actually kind of going up more, so not at the same angle. And then it's not touching the lines. So take your shape tool and grab that and put it on that line. Take that one, grab it, put it on the line. And like I said, if it has to be perfect, make it perfect. Then grab your artwork. Let's go ahead and go back to the original color. So we'll get the transparency docker and put it like that. Even though, we're going to take away all the lines here in a second, with the exception of the eyebrow. Let's make it the same color. Let's go, let's just use the Smart Fill tool, get the eyedropper. So we're going to get this red. And actually the hand and the arm, or the arms and the other part are both red. So I'm going to just make them all one piece. Simplify it. And this is all red. And see, because I was below the line, it'll cut it. And then I can just fill this in with red. Now it's not the same red, or it doesn't look like the same red. Let's get the eyedropper. It's the same red. These are red. And we're going to take away all the lines here in a second. Anyway, I'm just going to call the shoes black. And see, because I don't have, now the other's an orange. Eyedropper. Take a sample. Now one thing I'm going to call the hands orange too. Now I covered up my eyebrows, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to change my nudge factor let's see how big this thing is. Wow, I made it, so it's like 8 inches. I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way because they are a line. I could convert them to curves right now, and I think I did. Because that way, and I'm going to use the eyedropper on that color. You see, I filled it in and then put this over. Of course, it's behind the page, so go to Object Order and front of page. Now, I think it would be the best to take away all the lines. So I'm going to go up here and right click no outline. And then that way, when we move this, well, I must not have, right. Okay. See those lines were, those eyebrows were still aligned. So just move them out of the way and right click no outline and then just nudge these back. Or I could have converted them to a curve. Now there's a little bit of a sole of a shoe maybe, but it's that easy. Now, right there, I got a little, see, okay. I had that, if you remember those lines we had, let me take away this color and we need to delete that. Those will be separated anyway. Now let's, I wouldn't have thought I decolored the whole thing, but it's really easy. This is orange. Legs are orange. Hands are orange. Everything else is red. Well, except for the shoe. And move these. Now I'm going to go and select it all. Make sure you always get it all in left click, no outline. See, that way there's not a line there. And then just move these back. Because we created that before, it's going to be on top. And then as always, the good thing about no lines is, well, with the exception of those eyebrows, if you're going to, I would take these. See, I don't know why that. I don't know why I can't turn it into a curve. But what I'm going to do is take both these, hit F12, and go right here to scale with object. Then we can group this together, Control G, and then it doesn't matter what size you make this. I don't even know what this is. I don't know if that's a cartoon character. Anyway, pretty easy, pretty cool. Hope that helped that person and maybe you learned something, and thank you for watching.